Hey there, Colin here from Bell Creative, and today I want to share something about one of my favorite applications, Leadpages, especially for people who are just starting out. I talk with so many small business owners that are really overwhelmed when they're first starting up their business. They know they need, a website and a CRM and all of this technology and tools, and it's really easy to kind of get bogged down in the what you need as opposed to just getting something out there for the first time that lets you build a web presence, build your SEO, and start establishing a relationship with your customers online. And I think Leadpages is the best way for someone who has, low or no website experience to quickly get a professional website up and running. And today, I just wanted to show you just how easy it is to get your first website live using Leadpages. So the first thing you'll need to do, of course, is go to Leadpages. I'll include a link in the description in this video. And of course, you want to start a free trial, get all set up. It'll take you through the process, ask you a few questions about your business so that they can offer you some guidance and some resources as you start building out your first website. Now, once you set up your account and you're inside Leadpages, you can navigate over to the Sites panel and create a new site. And what that's going to do is it's going to take you right to this template selector right here. So all of these templates are created by the professionals at Leadpages. They're beautiful designs, as you can see. They've also been, tested and set up to maximize conversions. I see this one here called New by 4. They've got a form right there in the top banner to make it very easy for someone to get a quote. These templates are not only free and included with your Leadpages subscription, they have really been well thought out by the Leadpages team. So they provide a really great foundation, especially if you're not a designer or you're not really sure what the look of your business needs to be online. These templates provide a fantastic starting point. So as you're building out your first website, definitely take a look through the templates. Find one that catches your eye, and you can also hover over these and click preview to take a look around the site. And the template that you choose doesn't even need to be in your industry. As you'll kind of see, each of these are themed around a specific industry, but if you find one that is sort of aligned with your branding style and what you want to go for your website, all of these are very customizable, and I'm going to show you how that could work. So I took a look at this DJ Services template here by Leadpages, and really like the sort of minimal black and white aesthetic. And it kind of suits what I'm going for with my fictional website that I'm creating today called Acme Robotics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click Start Building. And the first thing it's going to do, of course, is ask us to give the site a name, so Acme Robotics. And that's it. You see, immediately we are launched inside of the Leadpages editor where we can start customizing the content. So what I'm going to do right now is I can just hover over any of these individual blocks, and depending on what they are, I can edit what they do. So for any text, it's super simple. It's like a PowerPoint presentation. Basically, you just click in and you can edit the text right here. I can, of course, change the fonts and all the styles over here in the Styles panel inside of Leadpages, and this does update everything for the site. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how this template is looking. I just want to customize it with my own content. So I'll change out the headline right here. And then I can, of course, change the call to action text here in this button. And I can even change what it does. So right now, the template is structured so that when people click this button, you can see this if I hit Edit Click Event, it links to a site page over to the contact page, which is great. That's what I want people to do. I can then, of course, swap out the images here on the site. So for example, instead of having this image here of this lady, I'm going to go ahead and replace this image. Now, what happens when you edit an image is it opens up the little file browser here. So, of course, I can select any of the images that I've already uploaded to the site. But, if I don't have my own images yet, I can actually go ahead and purchase Shutterstock premium images right here within Leadpages without leaving the platform. But, of course, I do have my own images ready here to go today. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop that in. There we go. That's the one that I want. And that's it. With just a few simple clicks, I've gone ahead and updated this little title banner, put in a relevant image for myself. I can then start to customize what's in the navigation in my site. So we've got the little logo right here. I can either have a text logo, which I'll do for now because I haven't designed anything particularly fancy for this. But I can also click the image tab right here and upload my own designed logo if I have one of those. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the Pages panel, and I see these are the pages that are currently listed in the primary navigation. We've got a home page, an about page, listen page, a booking page, and a contact page. Now, for my business, since I'm just starting out here with Acme Robotics and I just need a simple marketing site where customers can get in contact with me, I can go ahead and remove these listen, and booking pages. I can just go ahead and delete those by clicking the little gear icon right here and clicking delete. But I definitely want to keep the home, about, and the contact page. And you'll see as I'm updating these pages that are here in the primary navigation, it's updating the links that are inside of the navigation of my site right here. I can, of course, drag pages outside of the navigation if I'm working on something, or if I just want to have maybe a hidden page that I send directly to customers, or create, individual pages that are just not existing in the primary navigation. But for now, I do kind of want all three of these pages here to exist in the primary nav. So I'll go ahead and drag the contact page back in. So once I'm back here, I'm on the contact page. This is, of course, going to be my second most important page. I'm going to go ahead and update this to say, get in touch with us today to learn more about our bots. And I can, of course, customize the text that's down here below as well. I think you are going to love our bots. And then, of course, I can customize the contact form right here as well. So if I click the little edit button, I can choose, the styles of this, if I wanted to change the colors, the fonts, the individual label style, whether I want them on the outside of the form or on the inside of the form. And I can, of course, click this little Edit Integrations button as well. And what this does is it lets me decide where my information is going to go when somebody submits this contact form. So I can choose which email this is going to be sent to. I can enable Google reCAPTCHA spam protection, which is really important. There are a lot of bots out there, not the kind for Acme Robotics, but the spammy kind, that we can have a little bit of protection right here, and I can get that set up. I can choose, where I want this to go, which of course is to my email address, and then I can customize the fields that are in the contact form. So if I need, of course, name, email, phone number, kind of the usual ones, but I may want to add, a little bit of maybe a consent form here to let people accept marketing emails from us. I can really customize this form however I need to. And then the next thing, of course, is I can customize what happens after here. So I can either have them remain on the page after they submit the contact form, or I can set it up so that they go to a thank you page after they are done. The other great thing about all of Leadpages forms is not only can you send them to your email address, they have a very robust library of integrations, and I definitely recommend checking out the integrations that Leadpages has available. Once you connect that form to your integrations, you can add people to your email list, add them to your CRM, set up various automations, all very simply without having to create any code. So once I'm all done editing the contact form, I think this is pretty well good to go. I may decide to change the design of this page a little bit. You'll see if I hover over here, I do think this column's looking a little narrow for the content that we have right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag this out a little bit to make the page a little bit wider. There we go. And now this is looking how I want it to look. So I've gone ahead and I've set up sort of the top little section of my home page and my contact page. You've kind of seen how easy it is to go ahead and update content that's within the template. But if I want to, say, go to the About page right here, and I want to add new content, I can, of course, do that. I can go to widgets here. I can add, text, images and text, video, buttons, pretty much any type of content that you see within the template. I can also just drag and drop where I want it to go right here. So say if I wanted to have my little About description here, and I wanted to have a button that goes directly to the contact page, I can go ahead and do that. I'll, of course, set this here. This is going to be a secondary button so that it's that nice dark charcoal color. And I'm going to go ahead and add a click event where it's going to go to a site page, and that page is my contact page. And then once I'm all done, I can close out of this, and we can change the text here to say contact us. And really, that's it. The Leadpages builder is so easy to learn and easy to use. Leadpages has a fantastic library of resources where you can learn what all of the different widgets do, how you can customize things. But so there's obviously too much that I can go over on just this one tutorial, but this is the reason why I recommend Leadpages for people who are just starting out for the first time. There's a very easy learning curve. You can create a professional website within a couple of minutes. I've had plenty of people told me that they knocked out their website in a weekend just getting the first version live. And that's a really great thing as a small business owner, because as a small business owner, you're working with a limited budget. You might be testing out some ideas, and you're going to be refining your messaging and changing things as you go. So having a very simple, easy to update website is a great asset to you just starting on. And of course, you can always revisit what you need for your website as your business grows and succeeds. But absolutely, for businesses that are just starting out, Leadpages is my top recommendation. So once you've gone ahead and set up the website so that it looks the way that you like, you can of course click preview right here and see what it's going to look like on different screen sizes. All of Leadpages templates are mobile responsive, so as you create your content, it'll automatically reflow to different screen sizes, and there's nothing that you need to do there in terms of any edits or custom coding yourself. You just have to make sure everything looks ship-shape when you go to the preview button. And then once you're done previewing what the site looks like, you can of course take it to the publish stage. And if you have a domain, Leadpages lets you connect to GoDaddy or really any of those other providers, or you can purchase a domain directly through Leadpages and they'll walk you through that process. So you'll see I have here the little preview of the page. I can see what it looks like on desktop, make sure that everything looks good. I can move down to tablet and get a preview of what it looks like on smaller screen sizes. And of course, the most important, phone navigation, to make sure that I like the way that looks as well. I can even test out the navigation. The navigation, of course, is mobile responsive as well. And that's it. Once I feel like I have put together a minimum viable website that looks good, I can go ahead and publish this. It's then easy for me to jump in and build out additional pages. And this is a really great resource when you're first starting out. So that's one of the reasons why I recommend Leadpages, and I wanted to just give you a quick walkthrough of how easy it is to spin up your website for the first time and get it live.